said my people. Yeah, we got a story. Yeah, to tell the DOE. It's the student territory. I said my people. Yeah, we got a story. Yeah, to tell the DOE.
Making huge decisions on our schools. We as students have no voice in these decisions. That's what the tape over our mouth represents. We're here because we will not be silenced. We know the DOE is deciding which schools will be given the opportunity and additional resources to improve, which will be left to fail. We're concerned for many reasons. Last year, the DOE lost the opportunity to get important resources for our schools when they did not apply for more than $10 million in transformation grants that could have saved up to 6 high schools citywide, many of which were closed. In addition, the city hasn't met its obligations under the program to support the 11 transformation schools from last year, receiving more than $20 million from the U.S. government. The DOE took $6 million in SIG money to set up a school turnaround office, for instance, but it had not been staffed as of last month.
I entered Franklin Lane High School because of its size and the idea of small learning communities. From cooking class to film class, Lane was one of the few schools with such a range of options. Entering as a freshman in fall 2007, I was promised so much and yet received so little. The DOE is planning to phase out Lane by 2011, my late principal said when I was a sophomore. We students didn't believe it, but this became a reality. Many of the young teachers left, regardless of their skills in teaching. Many of them were good teachers, and Lane started to become ghosted. The newest schools got resources, and Lane was left with the old ones. This U.S. history book doesn't even have Bill Clinton listed as the president. Observe my system. Students were left staying in certain classes. 37 students in one class to be exact. Now, in this last year, Lane has shrunk to just 1.5 floors, which hold about 400 students. Less than half of these students are walking down aisles to graduate this June. The DOE should stop the process of closing schools and of leading students out of the decision of closing schools.
Good afternoon. We stand here again with CEJ, UYC, and all of the parents and students of New York City to talk about what is going on in terms of these schools. There are too many inequities that's going on with this education. Times where students see other schools that are placed into the schools getting better treatment than them. I have seen this myself as an educator and as a parent. Because I've walked into schools where it's night and day. Every classroom has a smart board. This classroom has a chalkboard. This classroom has a new desk. This classroom has old desk. That's not fair to our students if you want to say you want to have the better school system in the United States and in the world. The students know what they want. Listen to them. Put them at the table. Because they bear the direct impact of what's going on in education. School closings absolutely cause a negative competition between students. And you'll hear about that today and every day. You keep pinning students against each other, and then you're going to say, the students are violent, the students are this. You're the reason why they are becoming territorial in a building that was once theirs. Make our future part of the decision. That is our children. Make them part of that decision. Make the parents part of the decision.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ubaid Muhit, and I attended Lehman High School in the Bronx. Lehman High School has long been regarded as one of the best remaining large high schools in the city. A wide menu of courses and programs, warm and safe atmosphere, as well as inspirational teachers made this the best school that can ever be. But recently, in the last few years, the school has suffered a severe decline because of the policies enacted by the DOE. In the past few years, I chose Lehman because I believe they will make me successful in the future with things that all From my experience at Lehman, I've seen bright students with a promising future and the fantastic teachers that help shape them. Phasing out the school would prompt our best teachers to look for a job elsewhere and leave our honor students unable to enjoy the benefits of the great things that this school provides, such as challenging classes and productive programs. Closing the school down would mean to put an end to the cherished history Lehman has, as well as to the surrounding community. We need adequate funding to support our population and to provide a good learning environment. We as students of not just Lehman, but to all other affected schools cannot sit back as the DOE kills off our beloved schools. Our voices need to be heard, because in the end, the decisions that are made up in DOE headquarters affects every single in the city, and some put us on an uncertain future. It is unjust that we have no say in our decisions. I'm proud to attend Lehman and go every day to school just to get a decent education. But what good of an education will I get if the DOA sends my school to the grave? Thank you.
Closing schools is not a right move. Closing my school is just not right. The community around my school sure isn't best, and the school environment inside isn't that great. But the solution should not be to close my school. Why hasn't the DOE taken the initiative to help us so we can improve? The student and staff can't change and turn around our schools by ourselves, and without any support or additional funding. Many of us are well aware of the fact that schools on the PLA list are soon transitioning into intervention models like turnaround, restart, transformation, or closure. If the DOE is really worried about these low-performing schools, then why don't they pitch in and help us? Why sit back and make decisions behind closed doors without the people most impacted by the decisions there at the table? I also worry that they will close Gompers and put a charter school inside the building. We have nothing against charter schools, but when a public school is closed and they replace it with a charter school, then that's a different story. Prioritizing our education in order to save some money is wrong. The DOE should start collaborating with the student body in order to make some positive changes in our schools. The student body should also have the right to voice their opinions and be heard.
We got a story.
Yeah.
To tell the DOE,
This is student territory.
I said my people.
Yeah.
We got a story.
Yeah.
To tell the DOE,
This is student territory.
I said my people.
Yeah.
We got a story.
Yeah.
To tell the DOE,
This is student territory.